is Brian Artis, and this is Barry Smith, coming to you live from the office of Paradox TMT, also known as Brian's Spare Bedroom. This is at 6:30.
This segment is brought to you by Paradox TMT, specializing in solo and duo performances, bringing you the great music without the big band prices.
All right.
Next up we have Barry Smith.
Songs left the stable and they never came home. And there ain't no forgetting that you're out on your own. Turn the struggles to timber and you're left without friends. And you don't put your book down even after it ends. Smoke curls up from the table in your quiet little room, and your heart's on the handle of an old pushing broom. Broken bottles shine just like stars, make a wish anyway. Just your smile in a 60-watt bulb in my house those dark empty days. I've been thinking you probably should stay. When the going gets long gone and the kick drum won't kick, man, you fumble your fiddle, all you're fresh out of tricks. Horse flies are biting, but the fish never do. And your heart's 1,000 colors, but they're all shades of blue. Broken bottles shine just like stars, make a wish anyway. Just your smile in a 60-watt bulb in my house those dark empty days. I've been thinking you probably should stay. Our dreams on a windowsill, see those trees turning gold in the hills.
All right, so this segment of our show is brought to you by Junior Market Number 5, serving the Shadowlawn area and surrounding areas since 1972. Ask any local in the area and know that it's the best barbecue around. All right, so let's go. Exclusive interview now with Barry Smith.
Yeah. All right. I'm here with Barry Smith, and this is Volume 2 of Season 3 of At 6:30.
All right. Good to see you.
Glad to have you here, man.
How's it been?
Wow, it's been good. How you been?
I'm doing good, man. I've been out of the world for a while.
Yeah, I feel like I got a real coup having you.
it's,
I really do.
It's rare that I play anymore. The gigging is over for the most part. I had a son 3.5 years ago, and then changed careers completely.
And now I actually work for Virginia Beach schools making student gardens.
Nice. That's beautiful.
So yeah,
yeah.
it's a complete change of scenery. Yeah, it's crazy. Life changes like that on me, but for the better.
Tell me a little bit about that song you just played.
So that was Gregory Allen Issacoff. He's from Colorado, originally through Missouri. I got introduced to him through a guy that worked for me who recently passed away. I guess he worked with sound engineering on his second or third album. And it's cool to see from that point when I found out who he was as an artist to see his growth to now the guy's playing worldwide.
Wow.
And playing large venues and giant arenas and stuff. So it's cool to see like a folky guy
Yeah.
get his come ups, you know? It's yeah. As you know, like I moved from the whole hard rock scene and punk rock scene and then reggae scene to I'm just gonna play bluegrass and folk. So it's cool to see somebody that I'm inspired by, and I love their music to grow that quickly.
Have you heard about Jackson Emmer?
I have.
You
I'll
need
check
to check him out. I'll
I
get
will.
you the info.
All right.
He's got some nice folky stuff
All right, I'm into
coming
it.
out now.
Yeah, it's good to see a rebirth of soul, a rebirth of funk, a rebirth of folk. It's there's still a crap out there on the radio that I don't understand at all, but there's real songwriting happening again, which is it's cool to see.
Yeah, my favorite thing to say is good music's still being made, it's
Yeah.
just not getting played.
Yeah, but now it's started to get played, so it's
It is, yeah.
the underground following of bands like Gregory Allen Issacoff, Nathaniel Rateliff. I mean,
Yes.
that guy started off playing solo folk music, and now
Mhm.
he's making soul music. But it's cool to see the rebirth of soul and R&B, in my opinion.
Who are
That's-
some of your influences? What made you do this? Or who made you do this?
I mean, I grew up in such a crazy musical world. My mom was a drama teacher, so I grew up surrounded by show tunes and musicals a lot. And then my dad, and she was a true fan of like Motown, you know, early R&B and soul. So that was all day long. Old school was at 95.7 oldies when it used to be an oldie station. So I just remember listening to that in the car for hours on end, running errands with her. And then my dad was a big fan of everything from reggae to hard rock to classical. You know, we'd listen to Chopin followed by
Nice.
Tom Petty, straight into Bob Marley, and then shoot it right back over to Phil Collins. You know, so it was I grew up in a very strange way, and then when I was a kid, of course, I gravitated like every kid towards hard rock and electric guitars and stuff like that.
Who are your favorites?
God, early punk rock day stuff, man. It's like Bad Brains, anything from the DC area, in all honesty. But then I was the right age to really be in the Fat Records, Epitaph Records world, which was like Good Riddance, No Effects, all that kind of stuff. So that's where it all started for me, and gigging and playing with bands at a young age. And then we just kind of moved. It was a strange way. We went from metal and punk rock to reggae, but like full on like reggae, like dance hall, old school reggae. And then from there, I went to a couple bluegrass shows with friends in my late teens and fell in love.
Yeah.
And that's when I picked up the banjo and
Yeah, I love your
ukulele
banjo
and
playing.
anything that I could get with four strings, I thought was just the best. And I played nothing but bluegrass and
Wow.
folk music for like I guess 5 years straight. And that's when we met. When I was gigging around, and I was just playing nothing but bluegrass and folk. But yeah,
That's what I love.
yeah, traded in the pedals for an acoustic guitar, So it's,
How much time we got, Miss Liz? 1 minute. All right. Tell us about this next song you're gonna play.
I figured I would close it with another big influence I'm listening to right now. I've been listening to a lot of Shaky Graves.
All right.
So I'm going to play a song off of his third album, but his best known album.
All right. Let's do it.
Cool.
Hello, so this segment is brought to you by Reap Industries Floor Covering. So be it vinyl, carpet, hardwood, or tile, Reap meets all of your needs, commercial, residential, flooring, and you can reach out to them on Facebook or call 757-425-9413. Reap is a family-owned business, and you can reach out to them at reapindustries.com. All right, so let's go ahead and see Barry Smith again.
Once again, thanks for having me, B.
You might wander far and be a big time Nashville star. still it never hurts. Yeah, even when you do your worst. Well, I'm a wheel that's always turning. Ooh. Oh, I'm always start out where I am. And me, I'm like a fire that's always burning. Ooh. But oh, how time flies right by the wayside. You might wander far, be a big time Nashville star, still it never hurts. Yeah, even when you do your worst. Well, I was never one to beg or borrow. Ooh. Oh, I'm just trying to get right. And me, I'm like a fire that's always burning. Ooh. But oh, how time goes right out the window. You might kiss me sweet, but call my name out while you cheat. Still it never hurts. Yeah, even when you do, even when you do. Oh, even when you do your work. You might wander far and be a big time Nashville star, still it never hurts. Yeah, even when you do your worst.
You guys gonna do
Hello.
To all my
this
family in
segment
Nashville.
is sponsored by.
come back here and sing this
So
chair?
my name is Rebekah Ortiz. I'm the owner of Detox Standy. I'm certified in plant-based nutrition, and I help people transition to the vegan lifestyle. I do that through our overall health and wellness program. It's an extensive journey of alkaline nutrition, plant-based wellness, self-care, mindset renewal, holistic therapies, full body detox, and so much more. If you were someone that struggles with weight gain, lack of energy, intestinal sensitivities like gas, indigestion, bloating, all of those scenarios, external ailments like acne and eczema, reach out and I will get you started on this journey. This segment is also brought to you by the Vegan Sea. So they make unique plant-based dishes that will blow your mind. You can find them on Instagram at handle the Vegan Sea. All right, so next up we have a special guest here. He's still setting up, and his name is Frank Ford. We have a lot going on here at the Act 630 show, and we're excited to have you part.
All right. Do you want to talk to them about your program?
Of course.
feel like
so
that'd be a
while
good
we're
time.
waiting, I'll share one of our other sponsors. So this segment is not brought to you by Ryonex, so I'm going to repeat them later, but they're one of our sponsors tonight. They bring you the tools of the future, and that is Ryonex, Ryoonix. And, all right, so next up we have Frank Ward, and we're super excited.
Thanks.
They bring you the tools of the future, and that is Ryoonix, Ryonex. Thank you so much for sponsoring this segment. Let's go to an exclusive interview
All right, once again, we're back here with Season 3, Volume 2. I'm here with Frank Ford from the Frank Ford Project.
Thank you very much for having me, man. Thanks for having me.
I'm really glad to have you here, man. Well, everybody wants to know, tell us about that instrument you play.
All right. Back in the mid-90s, I've been messing around with guitar. I play drums normally, and I've been messing around with guitar, wasn't getting anywhere. And I saw this guy playing a stick in Tacoma Park, Maryland, and I got it. Like, I was watching him, and I'm like, oh, I understand how he's moving his fingers. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, man. So I thought about it for about a year, and I was like, man, I'm either getting a banjo or a stick. So I camped out on eBay, like, for a month, and a used one popped up, and I bought it, and I was all excited, and I sucked for a long, long time, didn't show anybody, and then I played for one friend, and then like, oh, you can play, it's pretty good. So from there, I've just been playing. It's a combination of an electric bass and electric guitar, and you play it just by tapping on it instead of having to strum it like a regular guitar. And I use a lot of pedals and effects and stuff. That's my jam. I love playing
Oh,
noise.
you sound great. For those not in the know, this is a Chapman stick.
Yes, that is what it's called. I was called the stick. So.
Right on, right on. Tell us about your band. Who's in it?
In my band, I've got a bunch of great local folks. I've got Fred Goodrich. He's been busy doing a lot of solo material. He's just got some amazing stuff. He plays rhythm guitar. Benjamin Human on bass. He is like a solid, great bass player. I've got Greg Lee playing percussion and drums, and Sarah Pringle singing vocals. And we've been trying to get together during COVID and play a little bit, and we're starting to get back into the regular swing of things now that things are starting to open up. So we should be out playing real soon here. Looking forward to getting out and doing some more.
Who are some of your musical influences?
Oh man. It's all over the map, man. I mean, I like The Dead, Fish, Zappa, Stevie Wonder, Herbie Hancock. I love it all, man. Give me a classic rock station and I'm home.
I heard that. All right, let's see. How much time we got, Liz? All right, we got 1 minute. Tell us about this next song you're gonna play.
The next song is one of my. It's a creation that came out of COVID. I watched a lot of people play instrumentals, and so this is a instrumental mashup. It's a jam band classic rock tribute.
All right,
Kind of
let's
goes
do
all
it.
over the map.
All right.
All right, so this segment is sponsored by Detox Standy. We organize the largest all-vegan community wellness events at the oceanfront, and we celebrate plant-based wellness, self-care, mindset renewal, all sorts of fun activities, local vendors, holistic therapies, and it's always open to the public, free to attend, and vegan-friendly, family-friendly, so come on out. All right, so again, we have Frank Ford.
Thanks.
What an incredible show we've had here today with performances from Barry Smith and Frank Ford. We want to thank you for being part of the 6:30 show, tuning in live, and last words from Brian Artis.
I just thank you all for your support.